Come in. Shuck off your book bag, please. Pull up a chair. Let me tell you why I didn't grade your paper. See, you're either average or lazy, and you better know which one you are because I'm sick of hearing, I didn't understand, I don't know why. When the truth is, I don't care, and I didn't even try. I know you all. You'd rather be suspected of being stupid because you know you're not, than be accused of being lazy because you know you are. I don't think you're stupid. But if you expected me to fall for that, maybe I am wrong. In today's educational arena, many students and teachers come under fire for not producing the correct results. In response to such criticism, poets, students, and educators have declared these allegations unwarranted and unfair. Dismissed, Like Lily, Like Wilson, and What Teachers Make by Taylor Molly, and Dolls by Rachel Christmas, all argue that when students and teachers alike have passion, we all will learn. I'm writing the poem that will change the world. And it's Lily Wilson at my office door. Lily Wilson, the recovering like addict, the worst I've ever seen. So like bad that the entire 8th grade started calling her Like Lily, Like Wilson, Like, until I declared my classroom a like-free zone. And she could not speak for days. When she finally did, it was to say, Mr. Molly, this is so hard. Now I have to think before I say anything. Imagine that, Lily. It's for your own good, even if you don't like it. He says the problem with teachers is, what's a kid going to learn from someone who decided his best option in life was to become a teacher? He reminds the other dinner guests that it's true what they say about teachers. Those who can, do. Those who can't, teach. I decide to bite my tongue instead of his. I mean, you're a teacher, Taylor. Be honest. What do you make? And I wish he hadn't done that. Asked me to be honest because, you see, I have this policy about honesty. If you ask for it, then I have to let you have it. I know what you see when you look at me. Big eyes, chubby cheeks. You see an ignorant child who's been lied to like the rest, who knows nothing of the world and at best can recite some pretty poetry. Well, mister, I am neither naive nor pretty. I know about Darfur and that crosses still burn in my neighbors' yards. People still suffering from unrequited hate, and that we all may drown in 10 years from the tears of the polar ice caps. I know what you see when you look at me. I'm writing the poem that will change the world. And it's Lily Wilson at my office door. Lily is writing a research paper about how homosexuals shouldn't be allowed to adopt children. Lily's having trouble finding sources, which is to say ones that back her up. They all argue in favor of what I thought I was against. And it took 4 years of college, 3 years of graduate school, and every incidental teaching experience I've ever had to let out only. Well, that's a really interesting problem, Lily. But what do you propose to do about it? That's what I want to know. You want to know what I make? I make kids work harder than they ever thought they could. I can make a C+, feel like a Congressional Medal of Honor, and an A- feel like a slap in the face. How dare you waste my time with anything less than your very best? I make kids sit through 40 minutes of study hall in absolute silence. No, you may not work in groups. No, you may not ask a question. Why won't I let you get a drink of water? Because you're not thirsty. You're bored. That's why. I make parents tremble in fear when I call home at dinner time. Hi, this is Mr. Molly. I hope I haven't called at a bad time. I just wanted to talk to you about something your son said today. He said, leave the kid alone. I still cry sometimes. Don't you? And it was the noblest act of courage I've ever seen. I make parents see their children for who they are and what they can be. You want to know what I make? I make kids wonder. I make them question. I make them criticize. I make them apologize and mean it. I make them write. I make them read, read, read. I make them spell definitely beautiful. Definitely beautiful. Definitely beautiful. Over and over and over again until they will never misspell either one of those words again. I know what you... I'm not asking you to write the paper over again. I don't do that, do I? Unless you deleted the file after printing it, in which case I'm asking you to write the paper over again. You're getting by at 4. So when you crank up the volume, you can go all the way to 8, and I'll be impressed. But life goes to 11, and then it keeps on going. So tell me I ain't seen nothing yet. Tell me you can do much better than this. Falsify my hopes and shine. Otherwise, you'll always be what you are now. Dismissed. And the 8th grade mind is a beautiful thing. Like a newborn baby's face, you can often see it change before your very eyes. I can't believe I'm saying this, Mr. Molly, but I think I'd like to switch sides. I don't want to tell her to do more than just believe it, but to enjoy it, that changing your mind is one of the best ways of finding out whether or not you still have one. Or even that minds are like parachutes. It doesn't matter what you pack them with so long as they open at the right time. Oh, Lily, I want to say, you make me feel like a teacher. And who could ask to feel more than that? I want to say all this, but manage only, Lily, I am, like, so impressed with you. I know what you see when you look at me. Big eyes, round face. You think, shouldn't she be playing with dolls, not preaching about race and predicting our last days? Isn't the truth too painful for a little girl? And sometimes I think you're right. Sometimes late at night I don't know how I can be expected to hang tight when the world is so hard to bear. The few that are aware have to push with all their might to stay in this endless fight. But I'm always pulled from this terrible darkness of thought by an idea that's as old as humanity and can't be taught. A force so strong it makes my mind clear and unwrought. I will make a difference. However hopeless, I will join the fight. I will use my words and write. I will expose lies and keep on telling truths. I will march when I see that burning cross, and I will send letters to stop the slaughter and to patch this hole we have created. However futile. My words may not be great, but at least they're real. And along with it all, I will also play with dolls.